we head to Keego Harbor today. We talked to John Fitzgerald. He is joining us via Zoom. He is the police chief in Keego Harbor. And, Chief, good to talk to you again here on the MegaCast.
Morning, Dave.
Well, thank you for joining us. It's complicated, okay? I'm not going to ask you for how you are or what you are enforcing, but, I don't even know if I can have somebody come over and cut my grass today. It's a little bit confusing. Is it confusing for you and law enforcement in our area as well?
It's a tough question because I'd probably like a little more clarification from the governor's office. Right in the order, it allows our, and I hope I don't get any calls from people about when our Department of Works is out there cleaning the parks and cutting the parks up, because that's specifically allowed in the order to keep them safe for people to use, and people using the parks, not using the playground equipment, is one of the things that is allowed by the orders. We have a lot of people that are going to have problems that can't cut their own lawn. We have elderly people, sick people, handicapped people that can't cut their own lawns, and that's going to cause a problem as the lawns get bigger and harbor rodents.
Forgive me, I'm laughing about this, and I don't mean to make light of the situation. It is very challenging to sort out, and everyone's trying to do their best job. But so I think Tyler, what we have, and I'll get back to the chief here, but I think what we have is, I think you can cut your own grass. I think our municipalities can cut their grass, but I don't think you can hire a company to come over and cut your grass, because those companies are supposed to be closed right now. So, just on the grass cutting, it gets pretty darn confusing, Chief, and I can't imagine how hard it is for you, Chief Fitzgerald, to sort your way through it. So, best of luck on all that.
Well, if you think about it, if one guy comes over and cuts your grass, what's the difference between that and you cutting, somebody cutting their own grass? I think the problem is where you have truckloads of lawn maintenance guys going out together, 3 or 4 guys in a truck, and then they go to the gas station and stand around and talk to the other lawn maintenance crew there as they're filling up. That's a chance to spread a problem, and that's what you don't want. Once again, it's back to social distancing. If it's one guy cutting a lawn, I have a tough time enforcing that one, because people are going to have to get their lawns cut.
No, and other municipalities, I'm not asking for you to come out and make a statement on this, but other municipalities have said in the media, look, they're just not going to force this. But again, I think it all comes down to logic. We as individuals have to apply logic. You as a law enforcement official have to apply logic, and it can't be easy for the governor or any other jurisdiction to get out pen and paper and try and detail every situation. So we are empathetic. I hope everybody can figure it all out. How you doing? How are things going in Keego today?
Things are going well. The nice thing is we've just seen people pretty much respecting each other. We haven't had any upticks in crime. We haven't had any problems come out of this, except we get calls from people asking if one business should be open or shouldn't be open, and we'll look into them on a case-by-case basis to see how close to the letter of the law it is and the spirit of the law that we can tell.
Yeah, it might get a little bit more complicated. I think it's going to get a little bit more difficult now that we have extended this out for the rest of the month. We're going to the end of April, and today, looking at it as we head into Easter weekend, it seems like a long time. It seems like it's been forever. It doesn't seem like it's only been, 15 or so days that we've been doing this, and now we got another big chunk of time. And I just hope everybody keeps cool. Are they keeping cool? Are people keeping their heads out there?
In Keego, I can say they are. So far, things have been good. And, it's something you pointed out as the show began. You were talking to Tyler. I like hearing that it looks like things are flattening out. So it means that some of the social distancing seems to be working. And the sooner it works, the sooner we can get through this. I know it's tough on everybody. Those that have their jobs and those that have been laid off, it's tough on us all. Hopefully this month will go by quickly for us. Things will flatten out, and we can get back to as close to normal as possible, as fast as possible.
All right. So I think we're the first one to say it, Chief Fitzgerald and Keego, that on this show that your calls have flattened out because there aren't just as many people on the road, and I assume that's still the case.
It's very helpful to have that much less traffic out there, less chance for confrontation between people, or even just pure accidents. We're not seeing that much of that stuff because the roads and the stores are that much emptier right now.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add today, sir?
Once again, if you need any updates, we all know to wash your hands and the distancing. It's been over and over, but that seems to be the best thing. I like to say it's helped keep the Keego officers safe, sanitizing, washing. Updates, always go to oakgov.com/COVID. They have updates on what's going on. Remember, no gatherings. Don't go meeting up with people outside your household. You don't want to invite the bug into your house, even if you think, well, I'm only having a couple friends over. Some people don't know they even have it. That's how you pass things along. And that's one of the things that's specifically put in the order to not have gatherings with people outside your household. You may think it's safe, but it's really not. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy Passover and a happy Easter. This is a big weekend for the Christian and Jewish communities, and a happy Passover and Easter to all of them.
All right. Thank you, John Fitzgerald, the chief at Keego. I really appreciate you taking time. And, we do this every day, so we forget that we just got to remind people about the fundamentals every day on the show. You did a good job of that. Thank you for being with us, and keep in touch, okay?
You're welcome, Dave. Have a great weekend.
All right. There he is, the chief in Keego Harbor.